Good evening, Royals fans, and welcome to Southeastern Sports Network for tonight's broadcast between the Noblesville Millers and the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. The first batter of the night is up to bat for the Millers, and we are set for the first pitch. And at bat for the Millers is number 15, Ethan Emmel, the catcher, who is a junior. 0-1 is the count after the foul ball. And a nice slider there. 1-1's the count. He gets him swinging on the slider nice there. And Emmel falls to 1-2.
Let's see if Michael can get him chasing on this pitch.
And right down the middle, ump said nope. That'll bring the count to 2-2. Quite a good at-bat going here in the first inning. First at-bat of the night. Check swing. First base ump says he did not go, so that brings it to a full count at 3-2.
This is where you got to change up your pitch count. Try to throw something different.
And ball four, he's going to take his base, so Emmel will take first base.
That's
first at-bat of the night, it's a walk for the Millers, and a good start.
Looks like they're going to bring in a pinch runner for number 15.
Michael Dillon ready to face the second batter of the night. Pitch a bit inside, but ump calls strike one. And that is DJ Owens at the plate, a senior.
He's got to pay attention to first base. He might try to pick him.
He falls 0-1 in the count. Runner on first. Second pitch coming. This one's in the dirt. It's a little low. That's going to be ball one. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Dillon goes a bit inside. Ump calls strike two.
That was a great pitch, right in the bottom right corner.
And the Millers are going to need to start swinging at those inside pitches because the ump has proven early through two at-bats that he's going to call him. As they throw over to first base, he's safe.
He's going to call those close pitches.
But Michael Dillon definitely keeping an eye on first base there, Ben.
Yeah, especially when teams bring in a pinch runner, you know they got some speeds. You got to keep an eye on them.
What a pitch. However, that's going to be ball two. The count moves to 2-2, runner on first here in the top of the first inning. Michael Dillon peeks back at first base. The pinch runner leading off a bit. Don't suspect he'll run here. That's foul tipped, and DJ Owens, the count will stay at 2-2. And for the second straight batter, Michael Dillon ahead on the pitch count here. He's going to throw back to first base. Tried to pick him off. He's safe. Definitely keeping the pinch runner in check, making sure they don't let that speed hurt them. And that's a ground ball over to second base. What a play over to first for the first out of the inning.
Great field play.
And that was one heck of a play right there. That was Jake Houston on the ground ball, able to snatch it in, get it over to first base. Pretty awesome play.
Again on that bottom right corner. Ump's going to call those pitches. It's a good job, Michael, to keep hitting that same spot.
And that's a pop fly over to center field. And that's going to be the second out of the inning.
It's a can of corn.
The third baseman, number 4, Cade Nellis.
And that's Cole DeWale catching the pop fly out in center field. And Cade Nellis at the plate now. Runner on second base in scoring position. Michael Dillon coming with the first pitch of the at-bat. It's going to be a foul tip down the first base line. 0-1 is the count. Oh, one pitch coming, and there's another inside pitch. That's going to be strike 2.
Cade does have the highest slugging percentage on the Millers, so Michael's got to change up his pitches a lot, keep him guessing.
So Cade Nellis falling in the count. 0-2 here, 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Pitch is a bit outside. That's going to be ball 1.
Close call there.
And Ben, I think that's a pitch that Michael is more than happy giving away there, seeing if he can get Cade to maybe bite on that and get the third strike.
Yeah, get it chasing on that pitch.
He's got 4 balls to work with. Pretty smart.
I throw it at the same spot.
And he curves it back in. That's over to Houston on second base. Over to first for the third out of the inning.
Overall, just great field play.
And that was a very impressive top of the first inning. Royals had a scare on the walk at the beginning of the inning, but were able to get their 3 outs. And we're scoreless through the middle of the first. And with that, we will take a little break here on SSN. Back with you in a minute with the bottom of the first inning. We want to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you by Sky Zone. Sky Zone wants to remind everybody to have fun and fly safe. Welcome back to Southeastern Sports Network. For the bottom of the first inning, the Royals up to bat. It's Anthony Eggers leading off for the Royals. And on the mound for the Millers is Clay Holsworth. He's coming with the first pitch here. It's ball 1 in the dirt, and Eggers goes out to a 1-0 count. And second pitch. And what a play there. Holsworth got absolutely nailed by the ball, but was able to deflect it and get it over to first base for the first out. That was Matt Peak on first base.
Those are scary plays, man. Looks like he's all right, though. That's good.
And here comes Cole DeWale now. 1 out in the inning. Base is empty. DeWale will look to put one in play here and get on base for the Royals. Holsworth coming with the first pitch. It's a little inside, but ump says strike one. So DeWale falls to 0-1 in the count. Second pitch coming here. And DeWale sends one out to right center field. And that's all the way back to the warning track. DeWale's going to go for 3 here. Sliding in, he's safe. So Cole DeWale, with 1 out in the inning, sends one out to right center field all the way to the warning track. And he's going to come out here with a triple to put the Royals on base here in the bottom of the first.
That's some good confidence right there for the whole team. It's still early in the lineup, and they can still get some more hits in this run.
Great play there by DeWale. Found the gap in center field. Almost hit it out of the park. Not quite, but I think the Royals are happy with the triple here in the first. So with that, now at the plate is Grayson Drost. He's ahead in the count here, 1-0 after the first pitch was a ball. And that one a bit outside. 2-0 is the count. Runner on third. Royals in scoring position here, Ben. Perhaps this is where you maybe think about some of those baseball strategies, maybe a sacrifice fly to get that run in.
Yeah, likely spot. Always try to hit it to the right field.
And that one a bit high. That's going to be ball 3. So Drost ahead in the count here, 3-0. I don't perhaps that he will take a swing at this one, maybe.
No.
Watch this one and see if he can get a free walk out of this.
He's trying to get him to chase the ball, but he's obviously not. So I would not take a swing on this pitch.
And that one's inside. That's going to be strike one. As we've seen through a few at-bats in this game, the umpire calling those inside pitches as strikes.
He's calling them tight.
So both teams are going to have to swing the bat when you have an inside pitch like that. He puts a bat on the ball into right center field, finds the gap, down to the warning track. That's going to bring in a run and perhaps a double there by Drost. Thought about going for 3 there, but he's just going to play it safe and stop at second base.
Almost the same spot. That was a great hit.
The third baseman, number 12.
Now the Royals have some more confidence.
Harrison.
And Brayton Harrison, the cleanup hitter now, coming out to bat. Runner on second in scoring position. Royals have an early lead in the bottom of the first, 1-0. 2 big hits to right center field. Have the Royals on top here early.
They got to keep this momentum going.
Halsworth coming with the first pitch of the at-bat. Takes a peek over to second base. And that one comes back inside. That's going to be ball 1.
The pitcher's trying to make him chase it. They're not falling for it.
One-0 is the count. Here comes the pitch. That's a bit high. That's going to be ball 2. Ben Halsworth has had a little bit of a problem here in this first inning, getting behind in the count. He's going to have to battle back here again just as he has the last couple batters.
This will be a big confidence boost if he can get this out.
You don't want to fall behind too much in the first inning. That's never good for confidence, especially for a pitcher. He sends that one. That's a foul ball out to the parking lot. And that's going to bring the count to 2-1. Ben, that's always a scary ball for the fans. I made sure that when I pulled into the stadium that I parked far away from the field because you never know when a foul ball might end up in your windshield.
Yeah, I parked far away, so I'm clear of foul balls. Definitely don't want my car to get hit.
Yeah, for my car to get hit, it's going to have to be about a 450-foot home run out to left field, so I think I'm safe. But you never know. Knock on wood. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That's in the dirt. That's going to be ball 3. The count now 3-1, 1 out in this bottom of the first inning. Drost on second base. looking to add another run for the Royals. And that's a ground ball to center field. Here comes Jost. He's going to make a run for it. Is he going to get there? Throw a bit high. And Harrison is going to get a double out of that. And the Royals take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning with just one out. Ben, this is pretty much how you draw it up if you're the manager of the Royals. This is almost a perfect start.
The pitcher's throwing them right down the middle, man, and the Royals are capitalizing on those hits. They got 2-1s all the way down to the fence, and they were able to get 2 runs on that.
Absolutely, Ben. And looks like the Millers are going to call a mound visit here. I would consider that very appropriate here as they're having a bit of trouble here in the bottom of the first inning. You don't want to get behind any more than they already are.
That's the worst thing you can do.
They've already dug themselves a bit of a hole, and the Royals, obviously, their bats are hot right now.
Yeah, I just think Hosworth just needs to calm down, keep his composure.
Definitely, Ben.
I think throw those right pitches.
I think this is a very important at bat for him to try to get an out, at least get it to 2 outs, and see if he can escape this inning without any further damage. And that pitch a little high. That's going to be ball 1. So 1-0 is the count. Runner on second in scoring position. One-0 pitch coming. And that goes behind the catcher. And Brayton Harrison is going to take third base on that. So the Royals, once again, capitalizing on the mistakes of the Millers. And Ben, when you see how hot the Royals have started today, one of the things I noticed when looking at this game in the matchup, the Royals are 5-2 in the conference, so they really set up well for this game as the Millers are a common opponent.
Yeah, and 7-0 record at home. I mean, that's pretty impressive. But also, if you look at their 3-5 record on the road, so everywhere they go, it's going to be a tough place to play.
Absolutely, Ben. The Millers 3-5 on the road, so they've been very good at home, but on the road, not as much. And I think we're seeing that early in this game, as well as the Royals' HCC dominance. That pitch a bit outside. That's going to bring it to 3-1. And now a big hole for Holsworth once again. He really, really does not want to walk this batter. That would not be a good thing.
He's got to throw some good pitches for this batter. Hopefully they can make a play.
And move. Ooh, wow. That was
hit right on the
that ball was right into us, the net right in front of us. So
thank God for those nets, man.
That was kind of
it was going right for us.
Yeah, I totally forgot there was a net there for a second. I thought that ball was going to come right into the press box. 3-2 pitch coming, full count, and that's a foul ball. So we're going to stay on a full count here. Holsworth, definitely a crucial pitch coming up here. Runner on third, 1 out, 3-2 count. Huge pitch coming.
He's got to make this one count.
And Holsworth throws it in the dirt, and that is going to be ball 4. And Matthew Buckingham is going to take first base with runners at first and third. Not ideal.
No, you're kind of hoping for the Millers that they could get an easy double play. Get out of this inning.
Absolutely, and Ben, something to watch here. I'd expect Buckingham to steal second base, is maybe try to bite the catcher into throwing it over so Harrison can steal home. I don't think that will happen. I think Buckingham will steal, but I think the Millers are.
Yeah, they got the early
I think the
lead.
Millers.
I don't think they're going to try to force anything.
I think the Millers know better not to throw that ball to second base when Buckingham tries to steal. And they're watching him closely on first base. Pretty smart. Jack DeWolf at the plate. 1 out in the inning. Runners at first and third. And Holsworth definitely looking for something here, perhaps a double play or
That would be
a ground
best case.
ball to prevent any more runs from scoring here in the bottom of the first inning. And that might be what he was looking for. They're just going to go over to first base. And DeWolf is out. However, Harrison scores the run, and the Royals take a 3-0 lead. And that was a work of art right there, Ben.
Yeah.
A nice ground ball, just enough. It was on the ground just enough time to where the second baseman couldn't turn a double play.
Yeah, that was a
and
smart
allowed
move.
and
Throw it
allowed
to
Harrison to
first
score.
base. Not trying to force it at home. He probably would have been safe at home if he would try to throw it to the catcher. But that was a smart play.
Absolutely, absolutely. So 2 outs now in the inning, 3-0. Holsworth facing a runner at second. And that pitch a bit high. That's going to be ball 1. Jake Houston at bat here. Facing the 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch on its way. A bit high. That's going to be ball 2. So 2-0 is the count. 2 outs in the bottom of the first
Holdsworth's got to
inning.
calm down here.
You're right,
He's
Ben.
throwing
And
a little
Holdsworth
wild.
once again facing a deficit in the pitch count here. Two-0 pitch coming. And right down the middle. Gets
That's a good
Houston
pitch.
swinging. That's strike 1.
That was a good pitch right there.
That was a very good pitch. Got Houston to bite. That's exactly what Holdsworth needed. He needs 2 more pitches like that to get out of this inning. 2-1 pitch coming. And that is strike 2. So Holsworth fighting back in the count. 2-2 the count now.
Let's see if he can capitalize on this. Get that third out.
This would be a huge out right here, Ben. It's been a rough first inning for the Millers, but if they can get this out, perhaps if they get their bats rolling, they're still very much in this game. And that's going to take it to a full count. Pitch a bit high. So 3-2, 2 outs, runner on second, and a crucial pitch here coming for Jake Houston. And he puts a bat on the ball. That's a foul ball. So Houston fouls one off here. 3-2 will remain the count.
Staying alive on the plate.
Exactly. This is a great at-bat. The Royals have really had a really good first inning here. They have 3 hits, 3 runs, capitalized on a couple Miller errors, and
They're wearing
just
down
like that,
Holdsworth.
that's pretty much how you draw it up. So regardless of what happens here, the Royals have had a very productive first inning. Full count, pitch coming. And Holsworth gets him swinging and gets out of the inning. So Holsworth limits the damage to 3 runs. Not ideal for the Millers, but able to prevent any further damage from happening there. And Holsworth really, that last at-bat, threw some really solid pitches.
Yeah, that's definitely when he needed to get some rest. Hopefully he can get back into that next inning with some more firepower. But great job by the Royals, just keeping the bats alive, getting 3 runs, and when there's loose balls, able to take those extra bases.
Absolutely, and look for Michael Dillon to keep the hot streak rolling here. He had a very good first inning.
He did.
He got his 3 outs, didn't give up any hits. Pretty much a perfect first inning for the Royals. Let's see if they can continue into the second.
I'm sure Michael is going to keep up that same firepower.
Welcome back to Southeastern Sports Network. It's the top of the second inning. Bit of a moist tonight here, Ben.
Projected rain all day, but so far it's been clearing up here.
This afternoon, we weren't sure if we were going to make it out here for a game tonight, but maintenance crew did an unbelievable job getting the field ready to go, and here we are. We're happy to have you on the broadcast tonight. Michael Dillon come with the first pitch of the inning, and there's an inside pitch. That's strike one.
Michael likes to throw those inside pitches. And the ump's calling it, so might as well keep throwing there.
And that one over the plate. That's strike two. So Michael Dillon continuing his success from the first inning here in the top of the second. And that's a ground ball over to the shortstop. He's going to throw it over to the first baseman for the first out of the inning.
Michael's throwing some great pitches so far.
The designated hitter, number 7, Brady Walden.
And that was shortstop Jordan Milliken. And Grayson Drost to finish it off on first. And a beautiful pitch right there. That slider curved right back into the middle of the plate. That's strike one. 0-1 the count. And that one fouled right back into the net again. And I'm telling you, Ben, I don't care if there's a net there. Every time a ball's fouled back into that, I flinch a little bit.
Oh, you have to, because it's going right for you at really fast. Their natural reaction is just a flinch. Looked like it's going over the net. It's going to hit Vice.
And that's strike three. So Michael Dillon adds the second out of the inning, and this could be a 3-up, 3-down inning, Ben.
Number 6, Zach Gruber.
One thing I really noticed different from the first inning is Michael is sped up his tempo a bit, way less time in between pitches.
And he's
trying to get out of this inning quick, and he's throwing some darts. That's another strike. I don't believe he's even thrown a ball in this inning.
Yeah, all of his pitches have been in the box, and I'm surprised the Millers haven't been able to.
Second pitch coming quick. That's going to be a base hit. And Zach Gruber puts the Millers on base here. And Ben, before I even had a chance to finish talking, Michael was already pitching that next pitch. You can really feel the tempo of this game has picked up. When he's on a hot streak, he's ready to go. He's just pitching. Not taking much time in between pitches. However, it gives up his first hit of the night there to Gruber, who's now on first base. 2 outs in the top of the second. Runner on first. Dillon looking to make this a quick inning.
Keeping an eye on that first baseman.
It's Cole Barnes at the plate. That's ball one. 1-0 is the count. And ball two.
Call.
So 2-0 is the count here. So Dillon was starting off really hot, but now the last few pitches gave up a hit, and now he's falling behind in the count here. Goes over to first, try to pick him off. Unable to do so. However, it was intimidating.
Yeah, you always got to keep an eye on that first baseman. Because 2 outs, they might try to get that extra base.
And that one is sent out. Foul ball into left field.
Great hustle.
Into the Royals bullpen.
Great effort by Brayton Harrison. Always trying to get that ball.
Luckily, there were no pitchers in the bullpen. So 2-1 the count here. 2 outs in the inning. Dillon perhaps looking for a ground ball or something to get him out of the inning here. And that's not what he was looking for. That's a base hit. So the Millers have gotten hits on back-to-back batters now, perhaps starting to heat those bats up.
Yeah, we were just saying Michael had that hot start. He's throwing really fast. Now I think he's got to cool it down just a little bit.
And now,
make sure he's thinking of the right pitch.
Absolutely, Ben. And now Lucas Williams is going to step up to the plate. 2 runners on base. 2 outs in the inning. The Millers trying to fight back, perhaps get something out of the second inning.
That's
And
a
he
great
gets
pitch.
Williams swinging. Strike one. An unbelievable pitch. That one, that was a work of art right there. That curved right back in over the middle of the plate. Strike two. So now Dillon ahead in the count here. 0-2 with 2 outs.
Let's see if he can finish out this
Big
inning.
pitch coming here. I'd expect to see him throw something outside, and that's exactly what he does. Williams not biting on it, though.
He's trying to get into the chase. He's not buying it, though, yeah.
And still the pitcher's count here. 1-2, 2 outs. Dillon peeks over to second base, brings it in, and another base hit for the Millers.
He's bringing him home.
And they're going to bring him home, and the Millers are on the board. Our score is now 3-1. With runners on first and third, Dillon gives up his first run of the night, third hit of the inning, and I think it's safe to say that the Millers are here to play baseball.
Yeah, they saw the Royals have that great inning. Now they're trying to capitalize on that, trying to bring their own momentum.
And I think that's exactly what they've done, Ben. Coming out here, they were down early in the inning, 2 outs, but they fought back here late, little 2-out rally, and they've added a run on the board. So up to bat now for the Millers. It's Ethan Emmel, their leadoff hitter, as we've reached the top of the order. Again, first pitch coming. That's a bit outside, but they call strike one. 0-1 is the count. Oh, 1 pitch. Got him swinging. And I believe that's strike 2. Looked like a bit of a check swing, but I think he went around for sure.
Let's see if he can get him to chase the ball here. Kind of reach out for the ball.
0-2 pitch. Pitcher's count here. And they do a pitch out. They catch him stealing, and now in a pickle. They're going home. And he is out.
Great heads-up play.
And my goodness, Ben, that was genius. A pitch out on the 0-2 count. They catch him stealing. Perfect.
Reminds me
Just
of something,
perfect.
Javier Baez does for the Chicago Cubs. He's a great heads-up playmaker.
That was unbelievable. Really, that was really a low risk, high reward to pitch out there. He had an 0-2 count. He had 4 balls to work with. Knew that there was likely nothing that was going to happen even if they didn't steal. So they pitched out, got the out, and now
and
we're heading to the bottom of the second.
I don't blame the runner for going home, because if you're calling a pickle up there, you would think they would only pay attention to that pickle.
And Ben, the Millers got exactly what they wanted. They wanted the catcher to throw it over to second base so the guy on third could run home. However, the Royals were quick.
Play.
They were quick to recognize it and were able to get the out. So just a heads-up baseball play by the Royals and a great job, and
it's good defense.
Got him out of the inning. So with that, we're going to take a little second inning stretch. We want to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you by Sky Zone. Sky Zone wants to remind you all to have fun and fly safe. Back with you next. Welcome back to Southeastern Sports Network. We're ready for the bottom of the second inning. Cam Bowling leading off for the Royals here. Holsworth pitching on the mound once again. First pitch coming. That's in the dirt. Ball 1.
Hoping for the Millers. Holdsworth has a good inning here.
1-0 pitch coming. That's a
pitch.
strike right down the middle. Count moves to 1-1. Holsworth definitely looking to bounce back from a bit of a rough first inning. And a great opportunity to do that right here with a 1-1 count. And an inside pitch. Unbelievable play by the third baseman. Let's see if we can possibly get an instant replay of that. And unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, we're unable to catch a replay. But what a play. That is worth some recognition. That is number 4 for the Millers. That's Caden Ellis. One of the best baseball plays I've seen at a high school game since
really
I've been coming.
Play.
I mean, full extension.
Able to keep an eye on the
Unbelievable.
ball, make contact with glove. That's just a great baseball play.
Not good for the Royals, but man, that was good for the brand. Unbelievable play. I'm still in shock of what I just saw. Second pitch, that's strike 1.
MLB,
Count is now 1-1.
Sports Center top 10.
And I think that was worthy of it, Ben. That was an unbelievable play.
Got him swinging.
Got him swinging. So Halsworth having a bit of a better inning here. 1-2 the count with 1 out. Inside pitch, check swing. Looks to the first base ump. He says no. Count moves to 2-2. And that's Jordan Milliken up to bat for the Royals. 2-2 pitch coming. Down the middle, got him swinging. Second out of the inning.
Good pitch from Halsworth. Let's see if he can keep this going for this last out.
And Halsworth having a great bounce back inning so far. As Anthony Eggers comes to the plate, this is the Royals' leadoff hitter as they've reached the top of the order once again. Inside pitch. That's ball 1. Base is empty here. 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. I think that's the first inside pitch we've seen where it wasn't called a strike tonight. So
yeah,
a two bit inside for the ump to call that. That one's foul tip. That's going to bring the count to 1-1. And
got him swinging there.
Got him swinging, so that's going to bring the count to 1-2. And Halsworth now faces a crucial pitch here, a chance to make this a quick inning and bounce back from that rough first inning.
Let's see if Eggers can get him off his game. Again, a base hit up here.
And an inside pitch. Eggers smart to swing it, as the ump's been calling that all night. It's going to bring the count to 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Eggers, Halsworth battling here. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Inside. Ball 3, that's going to bring it to a full count. And a correction, that is ball 2, so the count is now 2-2. As Eggers fouls it off, I believe it hit him in the foot as he's limping a bit. Count's going to stay at 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Eggers still a bit shaken up there. Umpire having a word with the pitcher here. Not sure what they might be talking about.
Maybe he's thrown a lot of pitches that were really close to Eggers. So maybe he's kind of telling him to throw a little bit outside.
However, the pitcher taking advantage of that inside strike zone, as the umpire's been calling a lot of those inside pitches strikes. That's going to be ball 3. And now we've reached a full count with 2 outs in the bottom of the second.
Another inside pitch. Ump's not calling it.
Perhaps he's changed his course from the first inning and a half. Maybe he's changed his mind. Full count pitch coming. Eggers finds the gap in right center. Almost back to the warning track. That's going to be a double. He's going to stop at second. And the Royals perhaps trying to start a 2-out rally of their own here.
Holdsworth had it going for the first out and the second out. Eggers he's shutting that down. He's like, I'm not going to let you get this third out. I'm going to hit one right in the same spot as those other 2 deep shots.
Absolutely, Ben, and that is a great point. We've now seen 3 balls hit to the exact same spot, right center field. Royals taking advantage of that large gap there, and they've really benefited. 3 of their 4 hits have gone to right center field, so definitely something the Millers may want to adjust for. And first pitch of the at-bat, that's strike 1. So Holdsworth goes ahead 0-1 here as Cole DeWale is at the plate. Second pitch coming.
Foul tip.
And that's a foul tip. That's going to bring it to 0-2. So Holdsworth once again ahead in the count here. A chance right here to leave Eggers stranded on second and to perhaps get out of this inning without any damage. And that's a base on balls. So Cole DeWale hit by a pitch. He's going to take first base. And the Royals now here, it looked like the Millers might get out of this inning rather quickly, but now a base hit, actually a double, and now a hit by pitch has the Royals in position to score some more runs here.
Holdsworth got hot. I think he got a little bit too cocky. Now he's kind of slowing down.
And Ben, that's a great point. It's similar to what we saw with Michael Dillon. Michael Dillon got off to a really, really good start in the top of the second, and then
those quick pitches.
Had a lot of trouble getting that third out, and we're seeing the same thing here.
It's going to be another outside ball. The Royals are not falling for those pitches.
One pitch coming. And that's a foul ball.
All the way concessions into the parking lot.
And out to the parking lot. And another scare for our viewers, as there's a lot of cars over in right field.
Try to
and
chase
that's
it there.
strike 3 in the dirt.
Holdsworth definitely had a better inning.
And just like that, the Royals unable to come away with anything in the bottom of the second inning. So Holdsworth a huge bounce back, and now Michael Dillon will take the mound in the top of the third. Welcome back to Southeastern Sports Network. It's the top of the third inning. Ethan Emmel leading off for the Millers. And he was actually the last batter in the second inning. However, the steal and the pickle, which led to the third out, means that Emma will stay up to bat here to lead off the third. First pitch coming. Inside. Ball one. And Ben, that's
call.
interesting because they've been calling that very pitch strikes for 2 innings now, and the ump has laid off a bit here. And that one, a slider right over the plate, brings the count to 1-1.
Again.
And an inside pitch. Strike 2. And there's that inside pitch. They called him strike this time.
Yeah,
Dylan
where the spot
ahead
is
in the
for it to be a
count,
ball.
1-2 here. It's a slider. I believe that hit Immel, so it's a foul ball. The count will remain at 1-2. No outs in the inning, bases empty. Immel is the leadoff batter. It's been a pretty competitive game so far. I mean, both teams have 3 and 4 hits respectively. 3-1 is our score. And I believe that's strike 3. Check swing. First base ump said he went, so that will be the first out of the inning. Michael Dillon gets credited with the strikeout.
You're going to say about this being a competitive game, Royals' first at-bat just came out swinging. Getting that early 3-0 lead, then the Millers came right back. We see some great defensive plays.
Absolutely.
Like that catch on third base.
Oh, that was a heck of a play, Ben. I still can't believe that. I mean, that was a great play. So DJ Owens now at the plate. Count is 1-1 after a ball on that pitch. So Michael Dillon, 1-1 pitch coming. Unbelievable pitch. Slider right back into the center of the plate. Brings the count to 1-2.
Almost hit him there.
So 2-2 the count. 1 out here. And Dillon got him swinging. That's in the dirt. Over to first base for the second out of the inning. And Ben, once again, Dillon having a great inning through 2 outs. However, in the second inning, he had a lot of trouble getting that third out. Let's see right here if he can get that third out a little bit quicker this time.
Seems like he's doing the same strategy he did last inning. Throwing quick, not really taking in time in between. It seems to be working so far.
Absolutely. Definitely speeding the tempo up. And that's a great pitch.
Top of the box.
Another slider. He really likes that slider, using it to his advantage, fooling the batter.
I don't think anyone's been able to capitalize on that.
And that's a pop fly out to first base. And that's going to end the inning. So Grayson Drost able to reel in the third out of the inning, and Michael Dillon continuing a great performance here through 3. With that, we're going to take a break here on Southeastern Sports Network. We want to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you by Sky Zone. Sky Zone wants to remind everybody to have fun and fly safe. Back with you next. All right, Royals fans, it's time to gear up for the third inning. Bottom of the third inning, Braden Harrison leading off for the Royals. Hallsworth back on the mound for the Millers. First pitch of the inning coming here. And that's going to be a ball outside and low. Harrison ahead 1-0 in the count. And got Harrison swinging there. 1-1 the count here. Ben, just a beautiful night out here for baseball. It's a little moist, but I think we can all deal with that. I mean, very comfortable temperature. As Harrison sends one out to right field. That's going to be a base hit, perhaps a double. And Harrison smartly holds at first. So the Royals get their 5th hit of the night as Harrison leads off the inning with a base hit. And here comes Matthew Buckingham up to bat for the Royals. Staring down that third base coach, getting a signal. Perhaps some strategy going here. Harrison quick to get off first base. Look for the pickoff here.
He's definitely got some speed. They're kind of laying off on second base.
And that's a solid pitch right down the middle. Strike one. Oh, 1's the count. Runner on first. Pitch coming. And that's fouled off to right field. And that's going to put him behind 0-2 in the count here. So Halsworth has a lot to work with here. Perhaps maybe get Buckingham chasing here. Definitely a pitcher's count. Let's see what happens. Oh, 2 pitch coming. And they try to pick Harrison off first base. Unsuccessful.
He's quick to the plate.
0-2 pitch coming.
Trying
to get Harrison. They know the kind of speed he has. He's capable of stealing a base at any time. And you made a great point earlier. They're playing off second base quite a bit. Not really expecting the steal. However, Halsworth disagrees as he's tried to pick him off twice. 0-2 pitch coming. Strike 3, and Buckingham
looked like a little bit of
displeased
a late swing
with himself there.
Catcher, number 6, Jack DeWolf.
And Jack DeWolf comes up to the plate with 1 out. Runner on first base. First pitch coming. A bit high.
That's another close one.
That's going to be ball 1. That was, I
Another
agree,
close
Ben.
one
That was a 50-50 ball. We don't have the depth perception up here, but
yeah, so
from our viewpoint, it looked down the middle. It must have been a bit high.
Wonder where the ball is that has to be for it to be a ball.
And we have more of a bird's eye view up here, so we can only see the direction.
That was a close one.
That was quite a bit closer as Harrison is safe on first, but Halsworth definitely keeping a close eye on him. DeWolf looking to advance Harrison. Pitch coming. And they've got him. Harrison tried stealing second. Miller saw it all the way. And that's the second out of the inning. So Halsworth now all of a sudden in a very good position here.
That was a great throw by number 15, Ethan Amell, to get that ball all the way to second base. Right into that perfect spot, right on the ground. Hit him right in the legs.
2-0 the count. 2 outs. And an unbelievable pitch there. Gets DeWolf swinging. Brings the count to 2-1. And all of a sudden, Halsworth staring down a chance to get out of this third inning rather quickly.
Definitely has control in this inning.
And 2-1 pitch is in the dirt. So that puts DeWolf at 3-1. Batter's count, perhaps able to draw a walk here.
Halsworth might throw a pitch outside trying to get him to chase.
And that's exactly what
He didn't
happened
bite.
there. Ball 4, so DeWolf heads on base here.
Second baseman, number
And
1,
Jake Houston
Jake.
coming up to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Courtesy runner at first for the Royals, number 2, Jake Stout.
And since Jack DeWolf is a catcher, they are granted a courtesy runner on first base. So it's not a pinch runner, it is a courtesy runner. And that's
Right
going to
at
be
the
strike
bottom of the
1.
box.
So 0-1 the count, 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning, runner on first. 0-1 pitch coming. And that one's in the dirt. That's going to be ball 1. So 1-1 the count.
Good play by Ethan Mell, stopping that ball, make sure it didn't go behind him.
And that's crucial because that prevents the runner on first from going into scoring position. It's the little things like that that could be the difference in a baseball game. Looking to first. And not sure what that was. Our press box just randomly started shaking.
That was kind of bizarre. I don't
That
know.
was bizarre.
Maybe the fans are getting too riled up.
Oh, my
Oh.
goodness. Pitch over the head of Jake Houston. Royal student section didn't like that one. And that's 2-1 count with 2 outs. So a bizarre last minute or so. And that's going to be ball 3. So we had a shaking press box and a pitch right over the head of Jake Houston. So we're looking to calm down here on the next couple of pitches. That's a lot of action.
Yeah.
3-1 the count, 2 outs, runner on first. Holsworth looking to battle back here. Having a little bit of trouble getting that third out once again. And that's ball 4. So for the second straight batter, Holsworth sends him to first base. And
Good eye from Jake Houston.
this is very similar to what we saw back in the second inning, where he had a lot of trouble getting that third out after a hot start. And Holsworth steps off. They're going to discuss this one. So that's Cam Bowling up at the plate for his second crack at it tonight.
Trying to calm down Holsworth here. Making sure he gets the right pitch.
This is a really important out. He could get out of this inning for the second straight with no runs. Really, he's had a good performance since that first inning. He's really done a nice job.
Bounced
really,
back very
really
well.
bounced back. And that's going to be a strike. So the first pitch of the at-bat is a strike. 0-1 the count. 2 runners on base here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. And that one gets past the catcher.
Runners are going to advance.
And Emma and Holsworth not on the same page there, and that's going to
throwing a little
cost them a base. So now the Royals with 2 runners in scoring position, and that third out just got a lot more anxious.
Let's see if Cam Bowling can capitalize on this.
And a base hit here would be absolutely gargantuan, as it would knock in possibly 2 runs here for the Royals. And that's going to be ball 2, so 2-1 the count. And Holsworth is facing a massive situation here, as a third straight walk would load the bases.
Yeah, that's definitely not something you want to be in, especially with 2 outs and bases loaded.
This has gone from a good inning to a rather scary inning here if he's not able to get this third out. And that's going to be ball 3. So 3-1 the count. And Ben, perhaps the biggest pitch of the night coming up here.
It's right here.
3-1 the count with 2 outs. 2 men on base. To say this pitch is huge is an understatement. And that's a strike. Bowling thought he had a walk. He was ready to throw the bat back to the dugout, but the ump said, nope, we have a full count here with 2 outs.
This is definitely also a big pitch right here.
And Ben, that last pitch was pretty big, but I'd say this one is even bigger. Full count, 2 outs, 2 men on base. And Hallsworth sends a ground ball. And the Millers escape the 3rd inning. They leave the Royals with 2 stranded. And an absolute huge out there by Hallsworth. That's one that you may look back on at the end of the night and say that made a huge difference in this game.
He was calm under pressure. He's able to throw that pitch perfectly right so where the hitter hits it right to the 3rd baseman.
Absolutely. And with that, we're going to take a break here. We'll be back with the 4th inning next. Welcome back, Royals fans. Top of the 4th inning here. And Caden Ellis is going to lead off for the Millers. Still within striking distance. They're only 2 runs down here, so a big inning here might put them right on the doorstep of tying this ball game up or perhaps taking the lead. First pitch of the inning. Over to the shortstop. And a 1 pitch out for Michael Dillon. It's a great start for the Royals.
First baseman, number 1, Matt Peak.
So Matt Peak up for the Millers here. Second batter of the inning after that quick first out. First pitch coming. A slider right in there. Beautiful pitch. Strike 1.
No one's been able to hit that. Might as well keep throwing it. They're not even swinging.
Dillon has that slider working. He's done a great job with that pitch. And he goes right back to it there, trying to get Peak to chase. Unable to do so, but another great pitch. 1-1 is the count. One pitch coming. That's a foul ball out into right field. And
I don't think it was not very close to many cars.
Not close to the cars, but certainly a scare for a few seconds for some of our spectators who are parked over in right field. And I know I've mentioned that a lot, but the cars really are right in striking distances. The last game that SSN was broadcasting, we actually saw a car get hit. So,
wow, yeah, that's.
I definitely try to stay away from parking out there in right field.
This Athletic was definitely a good place to park for a baseball game.
Left field doesn't get quite the action that right field gets, and there really aren't any cars over in left field. So a lot of smart fans here. As that's a base hit. Actually, no, that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. So the Royals go 3 up, 3 down here. It looked good for a while, like it might be a base hit.
Again, Michael's he's staying hot, man.
Great hustle.
Great pitches.
Great hustle by the outfielder, and the Royals make it a quick inning. So Bottom of the fourth coming up. We want to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you by Sky Zone. Sky Zone wants to remind everybody to have fun and fly safe. Back with you next. Welcome back, Royals fans. Middle of the fourth inning here. Jordan Milliken leading off for the Royals here. Halsworth still on the mound. However, there's action in the bullpen.
Try to bunt.
And that's a bunt to start the fourth inning.
Looks like they had a little,
As a bit of a showdown to get the bunted ball.
A little bit of a foot race with the ball boys. Makes the game a little bit more fun, too.
That one's fouled off. So.
And they got another foot race. They slide down.
So the Royals in another in a diving match, and perhaps the best entertainment of the night right here is between the bat boys chasing the foul ball. And
the game's all about having fun, man. Try to make those little moments really fun.
That's definitely not something that I've seen. I don't think I've ever seen that at a baseball game, but
no, interesting to watch.
And Jordan Milliken strikes out for the first out of the inning, and Anthony Akers, the leadoff batter at the top of the order, is now up to bat.
Yeah, Jordan looked a little frustrated after that strike three, but I'm very positive he'll bounce back in his next at-bat.
And Akers swing and a miss. 0-1 the count, and Halsworth, as we said earlier, he's had a couple good innings since that first inning. He's starting to heat up a bit, and he's keeping the Millers in this game.
He was getting
and a nice change up there, however, a little high. It's going to be ball one.
Halsworth was close, getting up a few runs, but he was able to get those good pitches where the Royals couldn't connect with it, or it just ground out.
And an inside pitch, that's going to be strike two. 1-2 the count. One out, bases empty.
I feel like that's a popular pitch today. Right in the bottom corners.
Yes, absolutely.
The ump's calling him.
And that is deflected off of Halsworth. And the Millers are able to get the second out of the inning. Quite a job by the second baseman. DJ Owens able to get the deflection and get it over to first baseman Matt Peak. So with that, Cole DeWale will try to get the two-out rally going for the Royals. And once again, Ben, two quick outs, but the third out seems to be a hard one to get tonight for both pitchers. So, and that's going to be ball
Royals
one.
Had a couple of quick base hits during that two-out rally last inning. I'm sure they'll do it again.
Absolutely. Been a competitive game. 3 hits and 5 hits, respectively. And that's a pop-up to the infield. The shortstop is going to have that, and that's a quick inning.
The Millers got momentum.
Miller's looking very solid on defense there. Great pitching, great defense all around. They make it a quick inning, and Ben, we got a ball game here.
We do. Although after the Royals got those three runs and Millers got that one, I mean zero hits on the board from there on out.
I would say this one is going to be coming right down to that 7th inning. So with that, we're going to take a small break here. We'll be back with the top of the 5th next on Southeastern Sports Network. Welcome back, Royals fans. Top of the 5th inning. It's crunch time. We got 3 innings left in this game. 1-3 is our score. Michael Dillon on the mound once again for the Royals. Has that slider working, and he uses it for strike 1. And
hit right to the
0-1 pitch coming over to second base. And Drosty on first for the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 11, Cole Barnes.
Doesn't seem like Michael's slowing down anytime soon.
Both pitchers have put on great performances since that first inning. Michael's really had a complete game, and Halsworth has had a great bounce back from that first inning. So definitely a lot of talent on display here tonight on the pitching mound. And first pitch coming.
Again.
And an
slider.
Unbelievable slider. I'm telling you, Ben, if I'm a batter, I don't know how you could get me to swing at that because it looks so outside and at the last second
Every
it
time
comes
he's
right
thrown
back
that
in.
pitch, I don't think I've seen anyone swing at that.
And it comes
Looks
right
like
back
he did
to it.
again.
That one's in the
Yeah.
dirt. That's going to be ball 1. So 1-1 the count. 1 out in the inning. Inside pitch, strike 2.
I'm just going to call that.
And
almost
Cole
any
Barnes
time.
now facing a 1-2 count. Pitcher's count here. Let's see if Dillon can get him to chase. Unable to do so. He went back to that slider a bit outside. It's going to bring the count to 2-2. Two-two pitch. Nearly hits the batter. It's going to bring it to 3-2.
And the Millers definitely do not like that pitch.
A little bit of heckling from the crowd, as both teams have had some close calls tonight. Most notably, the ball that went right over Jake Houston's head, as that's ball 4. Barnes is going to take first base, but Jake Houston had a ball go right over his head, and then Barnes had an inside pitch. So we've had a little bit of we've had a few pitches like that from both sides. So
yeah,
and we had a batter get hit from the Royals earlier. So certainly that inside pitch, they're calling strikes, but also it's gotten a little carried away at times.
They had to be careful. Nice stop by the catcher there.
Ball 1 in the dirt. DeWolf does a great job to stop that one. Lucas Williams, 1-0 pitch coming. That's a strike. 1-1 is the count. Runner on first, 1 out in the inning. Millers have the tying run at the plate here.
Right here would just be perfect for a double play.
And they almost got him at first.
Ooh, close one right there.
And
he was able to get
Ben, that was a
base.
bit surprising because Dillon has not really tried to pick anybody off tonight, and out of nowhere just throws it over to first.
He was close. He almost got
nearly
him.
Caught him off guard.
Yeah.
So not a bad idea by Dillon. And that's a ground ball over to the shortstop.
Couldn't get it.
Not quite able to control it, but A good effort to say the least, as
Catcher number 15.
As
Miller's
Williams
in
did it
they're in
really
a good
tough.
spot right here. They only got one out.
and the Millers now have the tying run on base.
It's the one thing
Down
you gotta avoid is that
1-3.
double play.
Dillon still on the mound. No action in the Reds bullpen. And rightly so. Dillon's pitched a great game so far. And also, Ben, something I noticed, the Millers no longer have any action in their bullpen. So they looked like they were warming up a pitcher back in the bottom of the fourth, but it seems that that ship has sailed. So either he's ready to come in for Halsworth, or they've just decided they're going to stick with Halsworth.
I think they might stick with Halsworth. I mean, he's been consistent ever since he had that bad first inning, but he's been pitching very well since then.
Yeah, I don't see any reason not to. That's a fair ball down the third base line, and the Millers have a chance here. They add a run, and they've cut the lead to 1. Brayton Harrison unable to get that one, but really placed perfectly. I mean, that was right down the line. And not much the Royals could do there. Just great ball placement there. And all of a sudden, it's a one-run game with the tying run at third base and a chance to take the lead at second base. So all of a sudden, things have changed here pretty
Millers
quickly, Ben.
They're bouncing back here. See if Michael can get creative here.
And only one out in the inning, so Michael Dillon definitely in a bit of a hole here.
Another
However,
inside
he
pitch.
starts this bat with a strike 1. And that one's fouled off. 0-2 will be the count with 1 out. Oh, 2 pitch coming. It's a bit outside, trying to get him to chase. That's ball 1.
The Royals on the infield, they're kind of shifting up. Maybe they're possibly expecting a bunt.
And a slider.
Pop up
That
to
one's
center. He
knocked
might
into
tag.
right center field. A sac fly possibly. He's going to tag up. Tie and run at home. He's safe, and the game is tied.
That was a great throw, but it's kind of too late.
And that was a heck of a throw by Cole DeWale, just a bit too deep in the outfield to stop that runner from tagging up. And really a great at-bat for the Millers as they have this game tied, the leading run on third base. So Dillon with 2 outs here, looking to get out of this inning without any further damage. He's given up 2 runs already. First pitch a bit outside. That's ball 1. And second pitch, that's in the dirt. DeWolf able to get it and prevent Nagel from stealing home. And
Michael's definitely got to be careful here.
1-1 the count here. Crucial pitches coming here. That one's in the dirt. So 2-1 is the count.
It's getting a little wild
And
here.
the Royals have action in the bullpen. And that's a base hit, and with that, the Millers have taken the lead in the top of the 5th inning. As Dillon has now given up 3 runs in the top of the 5th. Miller's bats have gotten hot. 2 outs, runner on first, and now with action in the Royals bullpen. I'm so used to listening to Reds games. Let that one slip, but action in the Royals bullpen. I would suspect that coaches might consider
in the same spot,
taking Dillon out soon, as that's another base hit, and the Millers really have the bats going.
Really catching fire here.
The first baseman, number 1, Matt Peak.
And Matt Peak comes to the plate with a very desirable situation. 2 runners on, 2 outs. quite a rally. There's a lot of positive momentum on the Royals, on the Millers side of things right now as that pitch is in the dirt. And Dylan needs to just calm down here and get one more out, and I think they'll be fine. The Millers have 7 hits now. The bats have really come to life here late in this game.
Foul ball down the right field line. And on the Millers, second base, Cooper Miles, he's got a huge lead. But Michael hasn't really thrown out anybody.
And that's a strike.
Right
So the count goes to 1-2, and Ben, another huge pitch here. 1-2 count, 2 outs, 2 runners on.
Slider.
Perhaps maybe he'll get him to chase on the slider here. They get him
Him
chasing.
off at first.
They throw it back to first and try to get the out there. A bit of a risky play.
Almost went over his head.
Two count. Got him on the
swinging.
slider. Third out of the inning. And the Royals give up 3, but they're only down 1 heading to the bottom of the 5th. So with that, we're going to take a break here on Southeastern Sports Network. We want to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you by Sky Zone. Sky Zone wants to remind all of our viewers to have fun and fly safe. Back with you next. Welcome back to Southeastern Sports Network. Bottom of the 5th inning. We're getting down to crunch time here. Grayson Drosty up first for the Royals. And we want to make a note. Hallsworth is still in the game, but there is action in the Miller bullpen as we're starting to get into relief territory for both sides of this. Once you get into the 5th or 6th inning, you start thinking about maybe a relief pitcher to come in and get the close or the save perhaps. Second pitch coming. That's going to be ball 1. So the count is 1-1, no outs. Drosty definitely knows what's at stake here. The Royals trailing in this one after leading early. Millers have scored 4 unanswered on 7 hits. Drosty swinging for strike 2.
I mean, the way Hallsworth's pitching, I mean, he could be in the whole game. He's throwing consistent ever since that first inning blunder.
Yeah, it seems like he's gotten better as he goes, gaining more confidence as Drosty
Just like that pitch.
is down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 12, Brayton Harrison.
So here comes Brayton Harrison. Royals really in need of something here, perhaps just a base hit to get the momentum back on their side. It seems like the Millers have stolen all momentum from the Royals here with great pitching and great offense. As Brayton Harrison sends a fly ball out to right field, and that one's going to stay in the park.
Luckily, no cars were struck on that.
No
play.
cars were hurt.
I think they're good.
On that ball, but 0-1 the count, 1 out. Hallsworth coming with the 0-1 pitch. Brings it right back into the plate
That was a
for
really
strike
good
2.
pitch.
And you said it, Ben. A great pitch. Curved it right back into the middle. Pretty impressive stuff right there. And Brayton Harrison sends a ground ball over to the third. A great pick by the third baseman. I believe that is Caden Ellis. And I'm telling you, Ben, Caden Ellis has had a heck of a game tonight. He had that really awesome grab back, I believe it was the second or third inning, where he had a full body extension, was able to snag the ball up, and then there, just a clean pick on a very bouncy ground ball. So Caden Ellis playing some great defense tonight. That's a pop fly. And the Millers able to break it in, and that's a quick inning. Not what the Royals needed right there. And we're heading to the top of the sixth. Our score 4-3. So with that, we're going to take a little break ourselves, and we'll be back with you with the last 2 innings of baseball on Southeastern Sports Network. Welcome back to Southeastern Sports Network. Top of the sixth inning. First pitch is a ball.
If what I noticed, too, the Royals
believe
don't have anyone warming up in the bullpen.
That's Michael Dillon, still on the mound for the Royals. And they did have action in the bullpen just a few moments ago, but I believe it looks like that bullpen is now empty. Perhaps he's ready to come in, or they're going to stick with Dillon. 2-1 the count. 4-3 here.
Another
great slider. Got him swinging. Brings the count to 2-2 with no outs in the inning. Dillon looking for a good start here. And the sun is about set, and we're strike 3 by Dillon. We're gearing up for a heck of a finish under the lights here at Ken Seitz Field. It's really turned out, Ben, to be a spectacular night for baseball. I mean, comfortable temperatures. We have a great turnout here. A lot of Royals and Millers fans. It's a vibrant atmosphere here at Ken Seitz Field.
It's supposed to rain all day, but it's let up. It's a great night.
It was just oh my, that ball. I didn't see where that ended up, but that was heading right for the parking lot. I'm not sure the cars made it out. I don't think the cars made it out on that one, but
hopefully our cameraman Vice ducked for that one.
Exactly. Our cameraman on top of the press box. That was
that's
right at him, and there's another one that goes right by him. So we may need to check on him and make sure he's okay up there. That's 2 balls that have probably gone right over his head. So 0-2 the count here with 1 out in the 6th. And Dillon tried to get him to chase. That's going to be a ball. So 1-2 the count, 1 out here, bases empty. Top of the 6th. And an inside pitch nearly hit the batter. Nearly hit Groover, but it's going to be ball 2 now, 2-2 the count. And got him on the pitch.
Wow.
Strike 3, and Dillon gets the 2nd out of the inning. And he's bouncing back from that rough 5th inning here with 2 early outs in the 6th.
Especially if he gets this 3rd out here, the Royals are going to have some great confidence headed in with their bats.
And Cole Barnes stepping up to the plate. He took a walk at his last at-bat. Dylan coming with the first pitch. It's an inside pitch, but it's strike one.
It's a good start there. Just 2 more of those. We're great. Another slider. That would be another strike. Let's see if Mike has another slider up his sleeve. But in the
And
bottom
got him.
corner.
Strike three. And just like that, the 6th inning is over, and the Royals seem to have grabbed some momentum here heading into the bottom of the 6th. Ben, we're gearing up for an exciting finish. I can't contain my excitement. So with that, Ben and I are going to take a break and try to gather ourselves here for the end of this spectacular game. And we want to remind you that Sky Zone is bringing this broadcast to you, and they want to remind you to have fun and fly safe. Here we go, Royals fans. Bottom of the 6th inning. Crunch time. Jack DeWolf's going to lead off for the Royals here. Hallsworth still on the mound for the Millers. He's made it 5 innings and looking to make it 6 right here. First pitch coming. Right down the middle. Got DeWolf swinging for strike one.
He's giving them good pitches to swing at, but they're just not contact. They're just not contacting with the ball.
And second pitch.
In the corner.
That's going to be a strike. So DeWolf falling early here, 0-2 in the count. And Hallsworth has him right where he wants him, perhaps maybe getting him on a third strike here. Trying to get him
a little high
on that slider, a little bit high for ball one. Hallsworth coming here. Oh, my goodness. Almost into DeWolf's head. DeWolf stood there, didn't let it get to him.
Oh, Hallsworth's got to be careful.
And 2-2 is the count. We've had a couple close calls on players nearly getting hit tonight. So Hallsworth definitely
going behind us,
sending a warning there. And that one, like we said, guys, that's right there where Weish is, up on top of the press box, our cameraman. So we're hoping he's okay up there. That's 3 or 4 balls that have gone right over his head. So we'll make sure to check on him in the middle of the inning. As DeWolf sends one over the second baseman's head. That's a base hit. And the Royals riding some of that defensive momentum from the top of the 6th and starting this one off with a base hit.
That's exactly what they needed. That first batter needed to get that hit so we can keep this inning going and get some runs.
Absolutely.
Now let's see if Jake Houston can also get a hit.
And Jake Houston, as Ben said, is up to bat with a runner on first and no outs in the inning in the bottom of this 6th. And he sends one into right field. That's going to be caught for the first out of the inning. A 1-pitch at bat. Not ideal for the Royals, but good contact there by Houston. Just happened to be right to the right fielder.
Cam Bowling.
And now Cam Bowling up at the plate with the runner on first. 1 out in the inning. Royals getting close to the top of that order, perhaps if they need it, in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch is outside for ball 1. And that's a ground ball. Unbelievable play by the shortstop, but not able to get up in time to make a throw to first base. That's going to be a hit for Cam Bowling. So now the Royals, with 1 out, have 2 on. They have the leading run on first base and the tying run at second.
A base hit to the outfield kind of almost guarantees a run.
First pitch coming. That's a ground ball.
Might get a double play here.
Nellis swipes it up. Try to get the double play. Unable to do so. So the Millers only able to get 1 there. And the tying run moves to third base. I'm telling you, Ben, Caden Nellis on third base is having himself a game tonight. He's had some great defensive plays. Really did an excellent job for the Millers. I mean, in my opinion, he's the MVP of that defense so far.
He's got the Golden Glove. Anthony Eggers up here. He's runners on the corners. Definitely got to try to get a base hit.
Inside pitch. That's ball 1. And another close call.
That's another close one, yeah. So he's just outside, and he's going to tag.
That is.
And he's going to get the second clear.
That is ball 2. And the catcher was very smart not to throw that ball, considering there's someone on third. But now the leading run is on second, Ben. So crucial pitches coming up here for Hallsworth.
Looks like they're
going to take a mound visit, and rightly so. This is a large moment in the game. They could perhaps head to the 7th with the lead, or possibly with their backs against the wall. And it's all dependent on this next out.
And it looks like they're going to take Hallsworth out of the game. Hallsworth definitely struggled in that first inning, but he was able to pitch consistently. But I think this is the right time to bring him out, get a fresh new pitcher in there. They're going to bring in pitcher number 17, Ethan Leslie, to close out this game for the Millers.
And the relief pitcher here now.
Now pitching for the Millers, number 17, Ethan Leslie.
And Ethan Leslie is the pitcher on the mound now, trying to get the Millers out of this bind here. Runners on second and third
This is certainly the best time to bring in a new pitcher.
Really, all they need is one out, Ben, because
Yeah.
they got 2 outs in the inning, and if they could get this to the 7th with the lead, they would be in a very good spot.
Yeah.
They would be 3 outs away. So, however, the top of the order for the Royals is awaiting at the plate. So the Royals have their best hitters ready to go here late in the game. And this is going to be quite a challenge. Eggers at the plate for the Royals.
We're going to see what he's made of. Although he's got a pretty comfortable count. It's 2-0. Doesn't really have to swing hard on this pitch.
First pitch for Leslie. It's a strike to bring the count to 2-1. Let me just say, Ben, Hallsworth pitched a great game tonight. I mean, gave up 3 pitches in the first and had 4 scoreless innings after that. So Leslie's second pitch outside. That's going to be ball 3. So Eggers 1 pitch away from loading the bases or perhaps bringing in a couple runs. Hallsworth had a very good night after that first inning, and he's got the Millers up 4-3 here now.
Yeah,
so
it was just impressive how he was able to get himself back out of that hole.
If
down 3-1, and
so that's going to load the bases. If Leslie is somehow able to close this game for the Millers in the next inning or so, Hallsworth would be credited with the win. But with bases loaded, not sure that's going to happen as the Royals knocking on the door of either tying the game or taking the lead here.
yeah, let's see what Cole DeWale comes up with here. All they need is 1 run. Just tie the game.
This is a crucial moment in the game. Big at bat,
yeah.
Cole DeWale. That's ball 1.
Just outside.
And Ben, I'm sure Cole DeWale is pretty anxious down there right now. There's got to be some nerves knowing you have a chance with the bases loaded to give your team the lead. I think every baseball player dreams about this type of at-bat, you know, a chance to give their team the lead late in the game. And it's right in front of DeWale right here. Ball
spot.
2, that's a bit high. So Leslie now down 2-0 in the count. And DeWale perhaps on the verge of bringing in a run here.
And good eye is definitely what you got to have in this at-bat. You got to make sure you're swinging at the right
Great
pitches.
plate discipline is required right here. This is a big at-bat. And that is outside, but the ump calls strike 1. And, Ben, let me just say, you can just feel the energy in the atmosphere. Every pitch, we're at the point in the game now, every pitch is a huge deal to all these fans, and there's pretty much a reaction every time. So
no matter what the call.
This is a fun atmosphere. 2-1 pitch coming. And got him swinging. So DeWale now 2-2 in the count. And, Ben, this is probably the biggest pitch of the night right here.
It is, definitely. New reliever coming in. He's trying to prove himself. Get out of this inning.
2-2 count. Bases loaded. 2 outs.
Let's see if Cole can hit this one.
And pitch coming. It's a bit high. And with that, we're going to go to a full count here. Bottom of the 6th. 2 outs. 3-2 is the count. Bases loaded. And to say this pitch is important is quite the understatement here. This pitch could have massive consequences for both teams. Let's see what happens. Leslie, 3-2 pitch coming. That one's high, and he has walked a run in, and just like that, the game is tied.
We got a tie ball game.
So Cole DeWale takes first base. A run comes in to score. The game is tied with the bases loaded. And Grayson Drosty, a chance to perhaps give the Royals the lead here late in the 6th. Great play discipline by Cole DeWale. It wasn't looking good there at the 2-2 count, but all of a sudden, he brings a run in. It's 4-4. Both teams at 7 hits. This is just, I mean, a great night for baseball. I mean, this is
the rain let up. It's a beautiful night.
This is one heck of a baseball game we're seeing here.
This is great.
First pitch on its way. Drosty. And unable to come down with that. That is Nellis. He's had a great night, but that one just off the glove.
Little slip up.
And that's going to cost the Millers a run. Royals have taken the lead here in the bottom of the 6th.
He could have ended the inning right there.
And bases remain loaded for the Brayton Harrison up at the plate. He's ready with the bases loaded and 2 outs. He's ready to give the Royals a bigger lead heading into that 7th inning.
He's fired up.
And first pitch outside, that's ball 1. Bases loaded, 1-0 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 pitch on its way. And Harrison sends one down the line. Just foul. And that's going to be a foul ball. That's going to bring the count to 1-1, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th.
You know, if that ball would have just stayed fair, that could have brought in a couple
That could have
runs.
been huge. Unfortunately, just foul, but Harrison got a bat on the ball. 1-1 count, 2 outs, bases loaded. 1-1 pitch on its way. Right down the middle.
Go up the middle.
And that could be a base hit, and it is. That's going to bring in 1, possibly 2 runs, and it will. The Royals take a 7-4 lead in the bottom of the 6th. Brayton Harrison picks up 2 RBIs on that base hit.
Gonna have to shout him out tomorrow on the newscasts, Southeastern Sports Network.
And Brayton Harrison coming up huge in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Right fielder, number 8.
Coming up, Matthew Buckingham.
Let's see if he can keep this momentum going.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. The Royals have found 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th. No better time for a rally than right now. They've done just that. And Buckingham sends one out to shortstop.
He's going to fumble the ball.
He's going to go over to first. And
he got him at first.
Got him at first. Great play by the shortstop to gather it after he initially bobbled it. And with that, we're going to take a break here. We're going to bring you the top of the 7th when we come back. This broadcast is brought to you by Sky Zone Fishers. Sky Zone Fishers wants to remind you to have fun and fly safe. Back with the rest next. Welcome back. It's the top of the 7th inning on Southeastern Sports Network. The Royals have a new pitcher in the game. It's Cole Graverson, who's going to try to come in and get the save for the Royals. And just want to give you viewers an update. We checked on our cameraman, Vaish. He all is good up there. He's continuing to do a great job. No foul balls got to him, so we are all good to go for the top of the 7th inning. And Cole Graverson facing his first batter of the night. It's Lucas Williams. First pitch on its way. Got him swinging. Strike one. The Royals 3 outs away from glory. Graverson's pitch on its way.
A little high.
A bit high. That's going to be ball one. The count is now 1-1. A lot of noise from our crowd here tonight.
Seems like the Miller's bench is trying to get the Cole riled up.
And a little outside check swing. It is a strike regardless, so 1-2 is the count. Williams down in the count. It's a pitcher's count. Let's see what Graverson draws up here. Looks like he's going to go outside here. He does.
Right in the corner.
Got him for strike 3. Cole Graverson for the first out of the inning. Royals now 2 outs away from a W. Ben, this has been quite the emotional roller coaster tonight. The Royals got out to a great start, a 3-0 start, and then the Millers had 4 unanswered, and then the Royals had a huge bottom of the 6th inning. So for a while, it was looking like the Royals may lose this one, and then they fought right back. It's just been a back-and-forth game. Definitely a game of runs. No pun intended, but momentum has definitely been the story of this one, as that's strike one. The count is 1-1.
Yeah, Michael Dillon started off the game hot. And then Hallsworth kind of started out slow, but then it kind of reversed. Hallsworth was pitching consistent, and then Michael started to slip a little bit, but
ooh. Nearly hit the batter there. Way inside. That's going to be ball 2.
But yeah, the Royals bats came up clutch in that 6th inning. It'll take a 3-run lead.
And Graverson trying to get a save here. Bit inside. Strike 2 called. 2-2 the count now with 1 out. Another inside pitch, Ben, called us a strike.
The ump's
and
been
here we go.
calling
A
that.
big pitch for Graverson right here. Can he get the second out of the inning? Foul tipped.
He's got to keep the batter guessing.
2-2 the count. 1 out. Top of the 7th. Crunch time. Graverson's pitch on its way. And that is strike 3. So the second out of the inning, Cole Graverson coming in and doing an awesome job to start the top of the 7th. The Royals are now 1 out away from a win. And DJ Owens at the plate to try and save the day for the Millers and extend this 7th inning. Graverson's pitch on its way. Strike 1 called. 0-1 is the count. And DJ Owens trying to get something going here for the Millers. A little 2-out rally, perhaps. And that's going to be strike 2. And all of a sudden, 0-2 the count. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. The Royals 1 strike away from a win. Can they get it right here? I would expect Graverson to try to get him reaching. Let's see what happens. And pitch outside, ball 1.
I think he was
Owens
trying to get
not
that
falling
batter to
for it.
chase. He wasn't falling for it.
One-two pitch on its way. Right down the middle, a bit high. Royals fans thought that was the game. However, the ump said ball 2. So now 2-2 count. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Huge pitch on its way. Can Graverson end it right here? We're about to find out. Pitch on its way. Bit outside. Bat on the ball. That's going to be foul out to left field. And we're going to have at least one more pitch of this at-bat. 2-2 count. A chance to end it right here.
Let's see what Colts got here.
2-2 pitch on its way. Bit outside. That's going to be ball 3. Full count here. To say this is a huge pitch is an understatement. 3-2 count. 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. A chance to end it right here or a chance to extend it for Owens. 3-2 pitch on its way. Ground ball to first base.
Foot race to first.
That's going to do it. And the Royals fight back from a 4-3 deficit late in this one. A huge bottom of the 6th inning. Graverson gets the save. And just like that, the Royals come away victorious in the top of the 7th inning. I want to thank all of you viewers for listening in tonight. We want to give our man and our producer, Evan Miller, a shout out, doing a great job. Ben Atchison, color commentary, did an excellent job. And our man, Weish, with the camera. He had a couple close calls on the foul balls, but he made it through all 7 innings. Southeastern Sports Network, we did a great job tonight. We want to thank you in for listening. And
yeah, this was fun.
With that, Ben, any last thoughts?
No, I mean, this was a great game to come commentate. First time doing this. I mean, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, Ben, and
I want to do it again.
I think you definitely did a great job. That was Ben's first time color commentating. We always love giving our guys a shout out when they do something for the first time. Ben did an excellent job. Awesome job by Southeastern Sports Network tonight. Everybody deserves a lot of credit, a lot of work going in behind the scenes. And also one last shout out to Turner Graves helping us with setup tonight. He was not here tonight, but definitely played a big role in this broadcast. So with that, final score tonight, Royals 7-4 on 9 hits, and the Millers 7 hits. So Royals get the win. They move to 11-4 on the season and 6-2 in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. And the Millers fall to 3-6 on the road.
That road record.
And the road record continues to slide. But to say this was a competitive game is an understatement. 2 HCC teams giving us some great baseball. Final score was 7-4, but I believe it was a lot closer than that. If it wasn't for a big 6th inning, the Royals may not have won this game. So
they hit the ball at the right time. That was
absolutely
a perfect inning to get the bats rolling.
It was definitely a game of momentum, and the Royals were able to come away late. So with that, we want to say thank you on Southeastern Sports Network. We're going to sign off, and we want to thank you one last time for tuning in. So from Southeastern Sports Network, we want to say good night.